welcome everyone. Welcome. We are back. And with me today is Becca's with the zero. Kyle is with us, everyone. He is in the house.
Howdy,
welcome,
y'all.
Kyle.
Thank you. Good to be here.
And our other awesome guest, the photographer, Britt. Cha.cha.cherry. Now when I say it, you guys can all see it.
That's me.
You're like, hi-de ho.
Or the Amanda show on
Oh,
Nickelodeon.
yes.
That's me.
So, Nemo Mark has sent us a message already, guys.
Okay.
Rad.
He's awesome. He's always like first to comment, always supporting us. He's freaking amazing.
He is a pillar of the comments for sure.
Yes, Kyle, go for it. This is gonna be our first topic of the day. We've been
Good
talking
live. I'm on vacation. Just an info from Hayao Miyazaki's latest movie. The first images of Boy and the Heron. We see the face of an old man with a mustache, a crying girl, and more. Ooh, okay. Interesting.
I thought that
Yes.
Miyazaki was going to retire. I don't know why I feel like I've heard that.
It might.
I don't think you'd be wrong because, Nick, weren't you saying that like he's done that before and he's like, psych, one more time.
He always gets us.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the patent. Oh, wait. Okay. All very, very, very adorable, very sweet,
Very Miyazaki.
very Miyazaki.
I just love his color palette.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about like.
Though I
excellent
want to
color
say
palette.
that, well, maybe it's just the shot, but like less pastel-y than I'm used to. Maybe I'm thinking too much in the vein of Howl's Moving Castle and some other stuff. But like, yeah, like I'm loving it.
It was pretty colorful.
And it wouldn't be a Miyazaki film without crazy, weird abominations of nature.
The teeth
What are we
on this
looking at
thing
here?
is the best.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, hey, you know what? We got a
human
bird.
teeth.
How do we make a disturbing looking bird? It's like, add some human teeth to it. Oh, like a mouth and stuff? No, just the rows of teeth and the gums. That's it.
And
Got
something's definitely up with those gums. So, okay, we know from Spirited Away that the characters can turn into spirit animals. I'm curious if it's going to be something similar here. I have no idea what the story is going to be about. No idea what it is, but I wonder if we have that weird human element with like
Some of the spirits or yep. I mean, I'd be down with it. Whoa.
that's so sick. I love his shots like this. Like this definitely gives me Castle in the Sky vibes and Hell
Yep.
Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Just like the epic scope. It's just so freak. But those clouds, that's like Castle in the Sky. I feel like I just remember there being like such beautiful clouds that like hides the castle in the sky.
You know what's crazy about the clouds though? It almost feels like it's straight out of a Renaissance painting, kind of. You know, like
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, the texture is really nice.
Yeah.
What is that though? What is that in the sky?
Tune in to the movie
Like
next
an
week.
almond?
His Jedi training, maybe he's lifting it with his mind.
Yeah. Like, what
No,
is
he's like,
this, a rock?
he's like, Luke, I'm tired of lifting rocks.
Oh,
Yes.
All right.
Parrots? Are those parrots? Would you
They
call those
look
parrots?
like
there might be more parakeets.
I have a strange compulsion to catch them all. They
Pokemon?
look like Pokemon. Yeah.
It's like the different electric, flying Pokemon, grass Pokemon, water Pokemon, fire Pokemon.
I feel like all the birds, even the other one of the heron, like they're all yelling. It seems to be that all of them are speaking, and so I'm kind of gonna go with Nick on that because, like, I don't know, it's just how often do you really see birds with their mouths open? Like they're just like they're have to be making a noise.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's complicated to make birds talk because most of the time birds are just flat beak. And when you add human teeth, you want to see like the ooh, ahs, ees, you know what I mean? Like all the different mouth shapes. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they
That's going to be like the mouth of Sauron, kind of like. Yeah.
I love that scene. I
That was
love it.
Such a great design character.
If you guys don't know, watch
design.
the extended edition. That's all I have to
Yep.
say.
I don't know, why didn't they put that in the movie? That's like one of the best parts.
Because they already had like a hour-long ending. That's so
I
awesome.
want to watch Lord of
Well,
the Rings.
I'm super
very
excited for
stoked.
that.
Yes,
I'm super excited for that.
very stoked.
Kyle, I forgot to ask you before we hopped on, but are you watching The Witcher?
I have watched it all. Yes,
Oh, you're caught up.
I am. Yes.
I'm just curious if you agree with this.
With the rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I would say. Okay. Here's the thing, Nick. Here's the thing. I will confess, I have seen all of season 3 of Witcher. I can't remember a gosh darn thing about it. About what I saw.
You would say 19% then.
So look, that 77 matches my experience while watching it because I didn't really have any I really wasn't taken out of my suspension of disbelief, which is great. I was entertained, right? But the fact that I can't remember a freaking single thing from that season, right? Like except vague, nuanced things about the plot, then it's more like a 19%, right?
Yeah.
More like the audience score because
And you know
it's
what's
not
happening?
memorable. Then it's not something that lasts, you know.
And then are you up to date what's happening with Henry Cavill?
I am aware that he is leaving, and they're going to be replacing him with
Thor's brother.
Thor's brother, yeah.
You can't do that. You can't replace
Well,
him.
they're going to have to because Henry Cavill is out. He's not happy with the direction
You know
the
what?
show was taking.
He's going into Warhammer 40K stuff, so you know what? I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not really a big fan of Liam Hemsworth as an actor.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah.
it's tough though because like other than the Hunger Games stuff, what else? What else was he in?
I totally forgot he was in that.
movie. Yeah, I know him from Hunger Games. Gosh, what else have I seen him in?
Henry Cavill's so cool.
Yeah, he's rad.
He is a gamer. He is dedicated to lore, and you hear all the stories from him on The Witcher. Him going up to the director and be like, I don't know if the character would actually do this. Like giving whatever advice he could to make sure that the heart and the soul of the original story was there. So it's just him leaving the project. I don't know if that's looking good for The Witcher at all.
And he's so hot
season.
too. Like,
and all the ladies are gonna be bummed.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, like who's gonna watch The Witcher now?
I know. And what's kind of sad, I noticed in season 3, they kind of put The Witcher, Geralt, on the back burner. He wasn't even like the main plot of the story. They were really focusing on Ciri and Yennefer.
Yep.
And it's just like it's kind of a bummer because I really want to see Henry Cavill.
You know what? Okay, here's
one of the
thing.
reasons that I've got drawn to the show in the first place.
You talking about it though, Nick, now has unlocked some memories finally. So thank you. I actually did like the couple of episodes where it was around the ball or like the gathering of the mages, right? And like
where they like repeated the song over and over. This is not what you see, or something like that.
Oh, I guess so, huh?
That's not what it seems.
Yeah. But I enjoyed that one because it's like like I like it when like someone as gruff as Geralt, right, is like brought into something where it requires a bit of decorum and like more finery, right? And see them navigate that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for that kind of tropey stuff.
You are a sucker for a lot of things, which is why
I am. I am. I'm just trying to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, man.
Wow, Candyland over here.
Okay, so me and Kyle, we've experienced the VFX industry. Okay, let me find this article. And we've been around. A couple strikes have happened for sure. The main thing we were around for was when the major strikes that happened after Life of Pi. Do you remember that, Kyle?
Yeah, well, I remember them from you because I think I was by that time.
You're in Canada?
Yeah, or I was on my way out.
But some good news, everyone, to quote the professor from
Dr. Farnsworth. Yeah.
Good news. This is super cool because lately you've been hearing horror stories from Disney with the VFX artists. And you can definitely tell with the quality of the VFX from the Disney movies. They have not been there compared to previous Disney films. And it's because they're overworked, overstretched, and the deadlines are not realistic. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy this is happening. I'm also very scared it's happening too, because the VFX industry loves to go overseas, and they love to go away. So like a whiff of a union, they're like, okay, we don't need you guys, and they move somewhere else, kind of thing. So some good, some bad, and some ugly, but overall, I think it's good that it's getting this attention. I think it's smart to do it while the writers are on strike and the actors are on strike.
So many
I just
strikes.
hope we see something from it. Did you read it, Kyle?
I did, yeah.
What do you want to share some of your opinions?
I mean, yeah, I think that a rising tide, raises all ships, right? And I think it's an opportune time that they did it at this point, right? I mean, I think they have a great initial start for a groundswell to carry momentum for their case, and I don't know, they're a part of the pipeline, right? It makes sense.
Oh yeah, you have to nowadays.
Yeah, and just kind of thinking back on my time in VFX, right? I mean, those first two words, right? Overworked and underpaid, right? I mean, I remember, it was great. It was great making
the night shift together. Anyways,
yes,
keep going.
Yeah, it was great working overtime and double time because it meant you got paid a lot more, but at the expense of your own well-being, right?
Yeah.
And so it's this crappy balancing act where you can't really win. You sacrifice one thing to get the other. And I think that a union, and Nick, I would say that yes, outsourcing is always a possibility,
a worry, I guess,
but,
right?
But I think that, again, and I think I made this point last time we touched on it, was that the quality is going to show out in the end, right? And they're going to come back because audiences aren't going to put up with, chintzy, crappy VFX, right? They're going to want the good stuff because they want their suspension of disbelief, right?
It's true.
And bad VFX takes you out of it. So yeah.
Is AI affecting it, any of the VX world, or when it comes?
Okay, great question. Because you know what? Okay, have you all seen Secret War?
No.
Yes.
What's that?
The intro, go for it, Kyle.
The intro, yes. So me and my girlfriend have been watching Secret War,
and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I would say my interest is barely holding on by episode 4, but the intro, you take a look at the intro. While it is cool, I'm like, oh, this is all AI art. They've done a really cool transition with it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, they really don't have the manpower to make a really cool intro. They're just doing AI prompts and just getting someone who's savvy with that and doing that. So,
I mean, that's interesting because I know in the commercial world, they're going back to unscripted. You know what I mean? And even not in a commercial, in TV and stuff. I'm hearing a lot of that in production. That this next year we're going to get a bunch of more reality TV shows because they're cutting back on stuff and it's just more affordable. And so there is, as much as I want everyone to get paid more, a lot of the times what ends up happening is, okay, well, screw it. We'll just find another way of making this. We'll get it done. We don't need you, which is the bummer about all these strikes too. At the same time, I think it's pretty I think it's a bummer to have everything go on hold. Our shows, even working in production, it makes me super bummed because it's well, okay, you guys are going on strike for writers and actors, but now I can't be on set even as a PA. Now I don't get to work at all. So it's not, and our wages aren't going up in another department. So instead we're just losing out on work and nothing changes, for the rest of everybody else that's on set.
It's a giant ripple effect, right?
Oh, for sure. It's a domino effect. Yeah.
You won't, I mean, it's amazing because it's going to affect VFX artists soon. Because about time production is only going to get so far of VFX projects that are currently in use, then pretty soon the VFX artists won't have work, and it obviously gives them time to strike too. If they don't have work, it gives them time to focus their energy and stuff. But what's really tough about all this though is
the fans.
The movies aren't making money.
Yeah.
It's I mean, this is a topic I was going to save for later, but we can easily jump right into this right now. I went through because I was trying to figure out why Disney has been failing. And I think it has a lot to do with their production budgets. It's insane that Barbie and Oppenheimer cost half of what these Disney movies are costing them.
Right.
And then the profits are just insanely different.
Yeah.
I even put the Guardians of the Galaxy up here too, because I wanted to put at least one of their better films, like producing films.
Mhm.
But you got to remember, this isn't even including the marketing budget of these films, and marketing budget always doubles. It's always the same price. So overall, everything doubles. So it's technically would be $600 for Indiana Jones. Like they need to make that to break even, because they'll spend $300 on marketing.
Barbie did an excellent job with their marketing.
Yeah, that
like,
was.
I really want to see the movie. I haven't seen it yet, but
Same.
see Oppenheimer because I want to see it. But like they killed it. Somebody showed up to work that day when it came to marketing for Barbie. Like it's changing.
Someone showed up to work. But I think Barbie had what Mario had going for it.
I mean, I
Like
think Barbie.
everyone
Yeah,
knows
right,
Mario.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Barbie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they definitely had that going for them too. Don't get me wrong. Everyone knew Lego when the Lego movie came out, but it was a great story to go along with it. Like so, and that's a topic for later on too. I have a fun topic between Lego and Barbie, which we would jump to later. Hold on, we're gonna hit that theory button later. But
back to the writer's strike. Even when we were at Comic-Con, sorry to jump back.
Go on. No, totally.
I was devastated that I didn't get to go to the boys' booth. Nick was watching me. I was super bummed because that's all I wanted was like the boys, and I had the little the ticket or the lanyard that you have to wear, and it has the boys on it. And there wasn't even an Amazon, so it's like, wait a minute, what about the fans? All this are showing up here, like to support this, and then I know they're in contracts, so it's not like the actors are like, oh, I don't want to come. It's like actually, it's Amazon saying you can't go, but it's still one of those like, dang, like how long is this? Like that's a bummer to see everyone come out to cheer on their favorite shows and media, and no one be there.
Yeah, it's a really interesting time we're in right now for sure. Like even comparing Disney animation movies against other animated movies that came out this year. It was $100 million for the Mario movie.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was also $100 million. But these Disney films like Elemental, the Pixar film, was double the price of Mario to make.
Yep.
And it's not even making half of Mario. It barely made back its 26 million profit, which is still like it's crazy, like 26 million. But like for someone to invest 400 million, you would want more out of that. And then
it really feels like Pixar is doing this thing like let's just anthropomorphize anything, right? Like now it's going to be elements. Before it was feelings, right? You know, like that's what.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Disney has it coming. I think they're a terrible company, and so it's like. Ha 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 ha!
The House of the Mouse is going down.
Yeah, I'm like stoked to see Disney lose money.
And then the Disney animated movie Strange World, like it only had like 73 million. I was just like, well, this is crazy.
Wow.
And then you go back to look at other, so you know, Puss in Boots. Did you guys watch that? The Last Wish?
No, I've heard it's great though.
So on my watch list.
But that was 90 mil. Like that's DreamWorks.
That's
and
budget
like,
practically in Hollywood terms.
But I'm just saying this is crazy. Like the new Ninja Turtle movie was 70 million, and like Disney's over here spending double the budget.
Do you know what they're spending on? Is it like the cast? Is like what are they putting their money towards?
I don't know if it's
budgets?
The rewrites.
Are they laundering?
I don't know if it's reshoots. We don't know if they're paying executives more money. And they were just writing off as other stuff. Like it's crazy. And then like Turning Red, because of Disney Plus, it only made 20 mil. And it's just like
I looked at that number. I'm like, wow! Like my mouth hung open when I saw that.
And then Buzz Lightyear. This is freaking Woody, Buzz, Toy Story. Like he can't even pull in enough to, because remember this is their production budget. Then you got to double all this for marketing, and it's just insane. And then I just had to throw the Marvel movies on here because Ant-Man and the Ant-Man movie,
I couldn't get through it.
It's barely making back its budget, and it's just like it's such a bummer to see the fall of Marvel. Like Marvel was an event. We all loved going to the theaters to watch Marvel movies, and now it's just like, what is going on? Disney, man. Anyways, craziness there. We have an awesome comment we can answer though.
Love your Severance videos. Could Rickon's weird friend be Innie's on the outside? Rebecca was making chewing noises, but she was not chewing. Maybe she's involved with the goats.
Oh, gosh,
that comes
Kyle,
from
I'm so happy to have a Severance comment. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We love doing Severance videos. We have more Severance deep dives coming up. We took a little bit of a break because Severance is on a hiatus and a break right now.
We're spacing it out. We're being strategic here.
But we do have a list of theories we want to go through. But to answer your question, I think it's very possible because of the politician. Remember the politician that was also pregnant and she had the baby and she had like no memory of Mark S's sister. Oh, right. Devin. So it's just and I mean the whole town could be an experiment, which we talked about before, Kyle.
Right.
The whole town being severed. And it's such a fun theory because it's just like a little town that's surrounded around this one business. And if you cross them, you're going to end up in a car accident. So it's just so crazy that we love Severance so much. We really hope they get everything settled and they come back and do a season 2. It's one of our favorite shows last year, right, Kyle? I would say it's one of our.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. We really love it. We want to do a theory on the goats. We want to do a theory on what they're actually doing on MDR at MDR. Like in that department, we're so interested in what the computer program is. We want to talk about goats. And what was the other? Oh, the founding fathers. Oh, we did a deep dive on the. Oh my gosh, the founders. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, the founders, the founding fathers, the founders. So, yeah, we're super excited about Severance. We really miss Severance. I'm actually super excited for it to come back, which won't be for a while, but we are ready to go. Speaking about the Barbie movie. So.
Okay, yeah, here's what you were talking about. The the theory, huh?
So in the Barbie movie and the Lego movie. So in the Lego movie, we have President Business, who is Will Ferrell. And in the Barbie movie, we have another president of the Barbie company, who is also Will Ferrell. So they're saying it's a shared universe. Because
I like that.
Fun, very cool.
Did you read this article, Kyle?
I read the cliff notes. So basically, he's the common thread, right? So they're kind of yeah.
And I have a question for you guys. Something I thought of. I know I wrote it underneath where I posted it, but what other movie with Will Ferrell does he love to make toys?
Elf.
So do you think this is Buddy the Elf becoming a manager, bringing toys to life with Christmas magic?
Wait a minute. Is Elf also a Warner Brothers movie?
I have no idea if it's a Warner Brothers
movie.
Okay.
Sony, but wait.
But think about
That's a great theory.
He was making toys forever, magical elf.
Yep.
Now he's in the real world. He writes his book. Maybe with funding for the book, he goes all out and becoming president, making like all these toys and all this stuff like this too. I just love that idea.
I really love that, and I hope that
it's true.
Yes.
Nick, have you seen Barbie?
No, I haven't.
None of us have seen Barbie.
Me and Allie have been trying to get to the theaters. I haven't even watched the Ninja Turtle movie. Don't even get me started.
I need to see that. Let's go see it, Nick. I have this week off. Let's go see it.
So yeah, maybe that's a good idea. So last week, I did a video with Francis, and we were talking about Ninja Turtles, and it was so much fun. We did these great deep dives and stuff, but I threw a random question at him, asking him what pizza would or what turtle would order what flavored pizza, and we put it on TikTok, the clip and stuff like that, which was really fun because we got an awesome comment where basically Howard, thank you so much. You want to read it, Kyle?
Yeah, this comes from Howard Langston. So Pizza Hut did this in 2014, and it was perfect. Mikey was pepperonis, jalapeno, ham, and pineapple. Ralph had the meat lovers.
That's right.
So I got to say, I took a look at this before we went live and love it. Like I would say that just from like my own personal preference, I would probably, because I'm a Donatello fan through and through. So, of course, Donnie's for the fan service. But just for pure taste factor, I would probably go with Mikey's. Just because, it's salty sweet. Come on.
So without even knowing about this and stuff, I made Francis come up with pizza styles. Do you guys what pizzas do you guys think would go with the turtles? Like, did Pizza Hut do it right, or would you do something else?
So look, I think all of them were good except Leonardo's. I think Leonardo's was a layup. All right, they're just like, and whatever, he's the leader. We'll give him something that's healthy. Because I don't see any meat in there. I don't see any meat thing in there.
Yeah, you would think like if anyone was a vegetarian, it would be Donnie.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
don't
they're
know
so
that.
young. I feel like they would have more of the funky flavors. Like they're not gonna have a mature palate and want like a margarita.
It's true. They're
Like they're kids. They're young. They're slimy. They're not gonna want like, have some thin crust, cauliflower.
That's awesome.
I want the stuffed cheesy crust.
Yeah, it's like Toy's extremely goofy status with like just cheese.
I know, that's what I was talking to Francis. I'm like, I feel like Mikey would have like the eight layered cheese.
Yeah,
it's just like every cheese on the planet.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 90s gross kind of like feel to it.
But the thing is, I mean, unfortunately, it's Pizza Hut, right? I mean, no one ever.
That's true.
To quote Dylan, crap, forgot his name. But you never eat in at Pizza Hut. All right, you always take out.
True. Yeah. Or sit on the curb outside.
Yeah, there you go.
Like when you were in high school, you'd get and like sit on the curb and eat them outside.
So, yeah, sit on the curb and eat outside.
I can't remember the last time I've even had Pizza Hut.
The 90s.
I know. Now we have all these gourmet like Blaze and like all these nice pizza places that it's not, it's not as like, I guess Little Caesars I've had more recently than. What's your favorite pizza, Nick? Like pizza place?
I'm like a pineapple guy through and through.
No, like brand. Which like Pop
brand?
John's.
I don't know. I don't really eat too much pizza nowadays. If I do, it is Z Pizza.
Oh, I love Z Pizza. What about you, Kyle? Do you have a favorite pizza place?
I do. Well, now that I'm in Texas, I got a new one. I'd say it's Via 313. It's Detroit style. It's delicious.
Ooh. But yeah, nobody is gonna say Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. I think when you grow up, you just kind of have a different palate.
Yeah, I really liked Round Table when I was a kid.
I love Round Table.
There was also another place we used to go to a lot for baseball games, Lamppost Pizza.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There was Chuck E. Cheese too.
Yeah, but the worst pizza though. That's the worst pizza.
It's famous. It's famous for
their games and playground, and for like their like animatronic band.
So creepy. No.
Maybe not so much for that.
Oh, Brittany, do you think that's creepy?
We're not going. Oh,
you know what we should do as a live stream? We should play Five Nights at Freddy's with Brittany.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Oh, she's never.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I think we should play that and get live reactions for Brittany playing that. I think that would be so much fun.
Is it
put that on our list. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. Please don't look it up.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Well, I promise. I'm putting my phone away.
Okay, so on the topic of Ninja Turtles.
Yes. The next important topic.
I mean, there's nothing more important than Ninja Turtles. Let's be realistic here. Okay, I'm going to play it. I'll probably pause every so often, but it's pretty short. So, no, it's a video game trailer. We should be okay, but just in case, I'll pause. I mean, if we're going to get hit with just like... Anyways. Okay, this is I'm super excited because I really like this comic book. Sorry, but pay attention.
Yeah,
pay attention.
I love the symbolism of this. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pausing it. How sick is that?
This is the thing with
fun.
Raphael, right? He's like the only survivor.
No, correction. Okay, spoilers, just in case if you guys have not read the last Ronin comic book. It's about the last Ninja Turtle left.
Right.
And I'm always debating on saying what turtle it is. Obviously, we know it's not Ralph now, Raphael, because I said no to Kyle. But it's one of the turtles that are left behind, and it's like the ending to their story arc book. It's so freaking good. If you haven't read the comics, I highly recommend it. If not, there's some great channels here on YouTube that do like read-throughs of the comic, which are just awesome. You go to like Comics Explain and stuff like that.
So wait,
really
Nick,
good.
Just for clarification here, it's so the comic series is for the last Ronin or the entire TMNT comic
the
series?
comic series is called The Last Ronin,
Okay,
but it's the end of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like the last story that's told.
Wow.
But there's only one turtle left of the four brothers, and Splinter's gone too. It's a pretty.
That's already
intense,
spoiling too much.
Dark.
Um,
But I'm gonna tell you what turtle it is.
By the way, Elf was New Line Cinema.
Ah,
Look it up because I was fucking.
Arg.
still, studios can do crossovers. You know?
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
I like New Line Cinema. I think they're cool. Well, I love Lord of the Rings, so when it comes to like the best movie ever,
We got a comment here. What happened to the other guy from Raised by Wolves there on this channel? That's Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy is not super big on the live stream, so we won't really see him on a live stream. But
no, I gotta say, Z8, that's pretty cool. They're starting to talk about our show in eras now. I think that's fascinating. The
we
Raised
would love
by
to
Wolves
have
era.
Johnny Boy on, but it's tough. Live streams are tough. We just want to make sure everyone's comfortable doing whatever they want to do for the channel. And I don't like forcing people, except for Kyle and Britt, to do live streams. So.
Yeah.
I
You guys are my hostages. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
I even did my makeup today.
We love Johnny Boy so much. He's been doing a new video game review, actually, which is going to be coming out soon. He is very good at that. He does all the video game reviews and stuff. He's super talented at all that stuff. Oh, this is a good question for the three of us. Oh, yes.
Okay, this comes from Richard Alexander.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Peter Jackson potentially returning to direct more Middle-earth films? Yes. So I think, didn't we touch on this a little bit?
So we touched on them remaking the trilogy, but this is about Peter Jackson making more movies in that universe.
All right. Okay.
So doing like what, the untold stories, the unfinished stories.
The Silmarillion, maybe?
Yes, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, because it would probably blow away whatever Amazon's doing.
But I want to talk about it. That never happened.
You know what?
Happened.
Wouldn't that be great if that was the impetus for him to like come back? He's like,
Oh my
what is
God.
this garbage?
Yeah. Screw this. Yep.
But like in that case, though, then we would have George Lucas coming back to fix Star Wars. I'm just kidding.
We don't want him back. I don't want him back.
No,
Have you seen Fanboys?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be good bringing him back right now either. Like that's a tough thing, but I wouldn't mind it. I'm a fan of Peter Jackson's original trilogy so much. The Hobbit trilogy, though, it's not as good, but it's not his fault. Yeah. So originally it was Del Toro, right?
Benicio del Toro?
Yes, he was going to be directing it originally. And they went so far, he got nervous because they got scary feet, the producers and all this stuff. So he dropped out of the project. But everything was already set to go. They already had filming location, the actors, all this stuff. So Peter Jackson was actually writing the movie while filming it. It's actually a miracle the movies even got done in the first place. Like what he was doing in production, and that's why there was a lot of green screen, because he's like, I don't know what's going to actually happen with the backgrounds and stuff, because they weren't building sets fast enough. Yeah. So there was a lot of drama behind the scenes of the Hobbit films. It's a miracle they even got off. But I think one thing Peter Jackson understands is the spirit of the Lord of the Rings universe or just JRR and everything he wants to, talk about, like understanding his passion for nature versus, his hate for machinery, the World War I and II elements that go into it. And like, even with the way that the ring is like a burden, like you could tell he definitely understood Lord of the Rings.
He had an appreciation and a love for it. And I think that directors need to really be in love with the story that they're telling. It's important.
Yeah, I think if Peter Jackson is given, he's not handcuffed or anything in his creative process. I think I'd be definitely be open for it.
Yeah, and then we just got another comment.
The scary thing is, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Wait. There might be a silver lining here. Maybe he's just going to cash out. He's the one that. No, he can bring. He can rescue. He can
restore balance. No.
Yes.
You would have to.
No, he's the chosen one. No.
You would have to reboot whatever Amazon was doing to fix that problem. Because there's so many problems already just in the basic storyline. Like, even if you were to do your best to try to make it up the next season, the damage is already done in season 1. It's like you're better off just starting off clean, which they're not. They're still going through with season 2, so that's going to be a train wreck for sure.
Probably put a lot of
Can't
money
wait
into
to
that.
watch.
So lame. I don't like to think about it.
You just like disaster porn, Nick. You just like to watch it all come undone. No.
You like to watch train wrecks?
Yeah.
Pigged me. All right. So we do not have one of our hosts here with us. I'm hoping this live stream video would bring him on eventually. But this is just a fun video I want you guys to watch.
And I'm about to go undercover to try and sell some cars.
Okay.
Do you guys know who Rick Fox is?
I had to look it up.
Okay. Rick Fox is a basketball player for the Lakers.
It's
Back when Kobe and Shaq were on the team together. He's part of the 3 championships in a row.
Okay.
Selling cars.
Anyways, I don't want to get copyright for this, but he goes undercover basically to sell people cars. And there you go. I just
Why are you doing this?
I'm Milton.
I'm just doing this for Kyle.
I see a cowboy hat. That
I want to
must
see
be a
if Kyle
salesman.
even recognizes it.
Kia? What are your thoughts?
Cowboy, yeah, that must be a
Too many
salesman.
people have them.
Really? Like you drive to Vegas?
Yeah, I actually just came back from Vegas.
Well, okay. Well, you say everyone has one, right? So that's obviously good resale. Right? Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, you
well,
go to
yeah.
Vegas, you lose in Vegas, you can sell the car and get your way back home, right?
I watched the whole goddamn thing. I didn't even notice that was him, and then I was like, that voice sounds familiar. And then I look at the car, I'm like, holy crap, that's Chris. Wow.
Chris, we really miss you. We would love to have you back on when you get a chance. I know you have a busy schedule.
Hell?
We love you, Chris, so much.
I
I just wanted to see Kyle's reaction. Kyle, I encourage you to watch the whole thing later.
I'll have
Chris
to now.
does such an amazing job. Next week we might be watching golf commercials, but
Speaking of which,
is he there to pop in?
he's just coming in the door.
That is amazing.
He's super talented. I just wanted to share his talent with Kyle and the world here.
That's amazing.
So, I know that was just for you.
So he didn't know, right? He didn't know that was happening, right?
Well, hopefully Chris will come on his own free will and
okay.
tell us the story when he's available. We love you so much, Chris.
Yes.
We love you so much. Everyone toast to Chris.
Toast.
Chris. Toast to Chris. Britt, toast to Chris. There you go. I just did that for Kyle. I loved your reaction, Kyle. Oh, it's so good.
I don't look at any of the TikToks. I try not to look at any of the videos.
Oh, speaking of that, we didn't watch any TikToks yet.
Oh.
I have failed you.
TikToks? Any of them?
What's up?
You don't watch any of them, like the TikToks? I'd like to watch.
No. He's talking about the ones he's talking about the ones I have for the stream.
Yeah, I do it so I can get like a genuine reaction out of them.
Yes. So we will do our TikTok hour.
TikTok. TikTok hour.
I know. Okay, I got to make a fun little transition video for TikTok hour. We'll have like Brittany dancing and like
No,
loop
you
her
gotta
over
do
and
like what is it? Captain Hook sneeze the the clock instead of TikTok. You can.
Dang.
Brittany, why'd you say that on the stream?
Right.
Now someone else is gonna take that.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that we're live. Oh,
No, it's fine. I'm just joking.
look at the cat.
So Kyle, we talked last stream about the AI or anime characters are all cats.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's
this was just
floating around social media a lot.
So this is just a fun TikTok video, Kyle, to follow up our conversation.
Okay.
So cute.
I can never unsee this now.
No.
God. You really are all cats. My
Meow,
God.
that's right.
So cool though.
Yeah, that's
And
really sick. I love that.
we like anime is because of the stylization of it.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay. This was funny. I came across this on TikTok. I'm on TikTok quite a bit.
Nicholas, no, really.
Yeah, that's why we have content here sometimes. But, this was so interesting. I'm just going to play a little bit of this because we'll get hit with copyright
Is
because
this
of the
man
song.
playing a recorder? Is that what that is?
But I didn't know they used this sound effect for this song. I was blown away. Oh, sorry. We need audio for this. Sorry. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
This is a very, very famous song. I had no idea.
Wait a
I
minute.
thought it was an instrument.
Okay,
I
wait.
didn't know the wah, wah, wah. I didn't know that was actually someone singing that.
So did they put her voice through some sort of synthesizer, or is that just her voice, her vocal?
I think it's just her voice because I wasn't expecting that. Like,
That's kind of rad.
I always thought it was like an instrument. I didn't know it was literally someone going, wah,
I
wah,
must
wah.
know her name. Wow.
I just thought that was super interesting. I was
Dang,
just like,
yeah.
what the heck? This
Wow,
is what
Nick,
goes
you're just-
on throughout my day. I know.
This
Yeah.
is what you do with your free time.
I know. Instead of editing videos, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Whoa.
I failed you all.
It's like walking around.
This is by far one of the coolest moving card. I don't know if you call it moving cards or whatever, but this is just beautiful. Everything's better in Japan.
Whoa.
Rad. I want one.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Incredible.
That
That
it
is
has to be
amazing.
so complicated.
The craftsmanship.
Yeah. Taking origami to a whole nother level.
Wow.
I just thought that was so interesting. I didn't know what was.
That's a yeah.
So
Bravo.
You got a lot of
they do not have this at our local Hallmarks.
Hallmark's still around.
I hope so.
I guess
People
you know,
need to
I-
buy cards, right? Well,
I
technically,
know the Hallmark channel.
Yeah, I know.
Someone needs to know that they're my favorite aunt. All right, so
Yeah,
I hope they're still around.
it's funny. I did some VFX work for some of the Hallmark original movies, and some of those stories are just hilarious. Maybe another day we could talk about how I had a reduced cleavage on a shot of a person walking because it was crazy.
That sounds
Anyway,
like a
Wow.
Well, that's what I wonder too when we were talking about like AIs and the work, because I know like the writers are getting, they're on strike because of AIs and stuff. And when you look at animation, you would think it would be so simple with these video editing programs that we're getting that they're just getting better and better and better and better. That like I would imagine that stuff would become easy, even with the Adobe like suite. What the AIs are doing are like making life so simple that I don't need a marquee anymore. Like I don't need to make little pinpoints anymore. It just does it for me. So I'd imagine that animation's definitely gonna get eventually like to that point where don't they already have programs too that you can just already animate stories for you?
I don't
I
know
do
about
not know.
stories, but I know like Chat GPT can write like a script for you, like a movie script if you ask it to and stuff like that.
I mean, honestly, Britt, I wouldn't be surprised in the next 10 years we see this technology evolve to where it gets to that
2
point.
years.
Yeah. Yeah, who
2
knows?
years
Yeah.
at the rate is going.
I've heard that like there's already an AI that will create an anime for you.
Well,
By
okay,
writing it
so
into a
I think
story
you're
and
thinking
it
about
creates it for you.
I think you're thinking about Corridor Digital, and Corridor Digital have
Oh,
been
right,
creating
that
some
episode, yeah.
really cool AI stuff. Like they're creating like character models, and then based off the character models, they're creating a story around it based off of their acting and stuff like that. super cool what they're doing. If you don't follow them, I highly recommend following them. They're very talented VFX artists exploring alternate routes and possibilities with different forms of technology. They have some great stuff. Very good stuff.
I also think like if we do get to that point, it's going to be really cool because then it will give writers a chance to create a story, and so the competition is just going to be with originality. You know what I mean? It's not going to be so much with the skill set and the technically what they're going to be competing against, but like we could come up with the story really quickly, and it's instead of having Nick and you animate it and go frame by frame by frame and create this whole world. Would we not use this AI to like, hey, we got a good story to tell. Let's do it.
It's just tough though, because the way the way it works right now is based off of something. So technically, it's creating based off of something that already exists. So like, if you do want to create something truly original, you're going to have to still probably create that to some point, right? And then I guess it could kind of create pixels and stuff. But I mean, who's saying in 2 years, 10 years from now where that technology will be though? Like.
Yeah,
but it's also kind of exciting because we get like we might have a lot of cool stories coming out, a lot of cool animes, a lot of cool animations, but we always want more of because it's going to be so accessible.
I think the thing I really hope that yes, there's a lot of original stuff that could come out, but not everything that's original is good. I would say like if you can be unique. That might be something as well, but I don't know. I mean, overall, like I agree with Britt's sentiment in that, like, eventually, as long as you have the creative drive and you have the vision, right, all you need is the tools to execute it, right? Yeah. So I mean, like, an AI is just another tool set, and all it's going to take is one person to show the first proof of concept that it actually works, and you can make something really captivating with it. That it's going to more and more people will adopt it,
Right. And this younger generation, just seeing how, like, I know so many kids now that make videos versus when me and Nick were in high school and going through our 20s. Like, me and Nick were one of the few video editors I've known growing up. And now it's like every kid knows how to make a video because these apps do it. But it's rad because then you get kids making videos, which I think is really cool that they're still creating. And I think that's the important part is that we're making it easier for people to create.
Yeah. I definitely remember being in high school, going to Leo's school. You guys have both met Leo. You guys know both met Leo.
Of course I know Leo.
Putting our camcorder footage through a thing to run it to digitize it so we can edit it in a program. It was like a whole process. And then like in order to have a CD, we would have to rip a CD with music, convert it, put it in. It's not like you're able to search it. It was like a process. What was the
story? You guys had all the Legos on the table.
We did so many stories.
I was like, 'cause I remember
stories.
I remember that one.
Yeah. And then anytime I had a chance for a high school project, it was a video.
Yeah. No, actually, even in the talent show in elementary, Nick and everyone else.
We don't need to discuss this. We don't need to discuss this. They don't need to know that much about my life.
Wait, what was Nick's talent? I gotta know.
Oh, so I can't tell the story?
No, I was just joking. I have nothing to hide. So don't say anything.
We had the yearly talent show at our school, right?
I won every year.
You did win, Nick. You did win. Let me tell your story. And I think like that year I did like a tap dance by myself, like very classic. But then Nick did an imitation of, it was called Veggie Tales, right? It was an animation. It was where it was my hairbrush, and they filmed it. And so out of all the entire talent show in elementary, we're talking like elementary in the 90s. The screen, like the room goes dark, and then the auditorium goes dark, and the screen comes down. It's like the first time there was a movie at the elementary talent show. Yeah, it was awesome. And then Nick like just lip sang the entire thing. It was, of course, in the 90s. So it was, I think you guys filmed it like in chronological. It wasn't like cut and edited. It was just like a straight one shot.
One take.
Yeah.
We tried.
I don't think it's that embarrassing of a story. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. There are no limits nowadays for you kids.
Yeah, there's no excuses for you kids. If Nick had to go
in our day. It was resting on our shoulder.
Yeah, the cameras have gone. So I know when you think about like the Canon XL1s too, where it's like you had to always have like the shoulder pad, you know, and then you'd always have to go and like record and log. Like you have to watch all the footage while it's getting recorded back into. I like Final Cut, but like even in Final Cut you had to do that at one point.
Yeah, it's so funny. I bought an 8mm camera from a yard sale. And I'm like, I can't wait to do this. And then I saw how much it costed to develop film and do everything. I'm like, I'm not too excited now.
Perhaps it will just be a nice relic on my shelf.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if any inventors are listening, I need a digital like film that I can put in that can record to a digital memory card and I can pull it out so I can get the same effect of film, but it records to a SD card right away. Yeah. If anyone can do that, that's great.
I remember when even Canon the first time that I think it was the Rebel or one of the like 10D 5D came out. I was shocked when I heard that there was a digital SLR. I was like infatuated. My brain was blown when I was a kid. I was like, how does it have film and it does digital? I remember just like my brain turning crazy trying to understand this concept. Versus now you have like the Canon R's where it's like tracking your eyeball where you're looking in the viewfinder. And it's like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
It's
Speaking
crazy.
about film and old cameras, we have some really cool pictures that Bernie took from Comic-Con, but we have some comments though. And I believe they did film 28 daters with a 8mm.
Whoa.
I think they did, and I also think Super 8 was filmed on 8mm too. Do you guys remember that movie? It was like Super 8 with the superpowers. I believe
I like that
was
movie.
8mm.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of which,
I think they are making a comeback.
Yeah.
where is that?
All right, so let's let me do this. I'm getting better at this, huh, Kyle?
You are, dude. Kudos to you, man.
So, Brittany, you want to explain what you brought? What you brought to Comic-Con
When
with
we
us?
went to Comic-Con,
And it wasn't part of her cosplay.
no, I went and I didn't dress up. You totally wasn't. I didn't have time for a costume, Nick. I ended up bringing this little Lumix. It's a handheld, so I think it's 12 megapixels. So yeah, it's just a little handheld one that we walked around with, and I just took some shots on it when we were there, which is way easier because you can keep it in your bag. Yeah.
Brittany was so happy to find anything South Park. She has an Eric Cartman tattoo on her arm. She was showing everyone.
I do.
Super proud of
I have
his
Cartman.
eyes.
So you can draw or anyone could draw just like his face or the mouth after to so I can say how I'm feeling,
But yeah, it's so much fun
looking
at these photos in the style. It brings me back to the 90s.
Yeah. That's what makes it so fun. And I usually just always have the flash on it too to kind of give it that pop. Of course, Naruto. That was cool.
Any thoughts, Kyle? Is anything coming to mind when you see this guy?
Yep.
Or girl?
No comment.
What about now?
Yes, I got the board too to get that picture.
What about this, Kyle? Any comments?
So
My
cool.
favorite one. This is definitely the Pikachu Mafia right here. Love it.
Rad. I like the girl behind too. She's laughing. What?
Good old Naruto. This is probably my favorite one because if it didn't say 2023 on his tag there, I would think this is straight out of a Nintendo convention from the 90s. This is someone that is super stoked to be there, dressed up as Link, and
So cool.
I love this image so much. Brittany, we need to put this on a shirt, but we don't own the rights to the guy's costume.
You can put it up on your wall. Nick was all about Where's Waldo.
Yeah,
So glad you guys found the Waldos. Wow.
With the Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Okay, so that's a loop. And then we go to these four.
That's for Diablo 4, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Butcher. No, that's not the Butcher.
No.
There's Brittany with herself. This
That's
also
actually
looks
on my
like
fridge, the print.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
if this didn't say Kid Robot, this would feel like this is from a 90s convention thing. With the stand up
The simplicity of it, it just kind of And
I'm like, dude, that looks so sick. Some
I'm
Invincible
so
comics.
excited. Oh, did you watch Atomic Eve?
Adam Eve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it last stream. Yeah,
Oh,
we really
love
liked
it.
it.
Okay. I love
Yeah,
it.
we really liked it.
So
Yeah,
cool.
we were
She's
super
so
excited.
cute.
Totally getting us ready. And then Francis worked at a comic book shop.
Yeah.
And Francis was telling me he remembers seeing the first edition when this came out when he worked at a comic book shop. And he's like, this looks really cool. And he put it on the shelf and he never bought it. He says he kicks himself over and over again for not buying that first edition of the.
I love Francis.
And good old Crunchyroll.
More country. I just like Naruto. That's just my life.
There's nothing wrong with that. We just have a couple more TikToks to watch, and I think that's all the topics we covered today. And so we'll close it out soon if that's okay with you guys.
I think so.
Okay. Well,
You know what? Kyle, well, I would ask you before you leave, what did you think about Oppenheimer? What? Ugh.
Yeah, no, yes. No, I know it. Yeah. I loved it. I think that it can the overall emotion that I got from it, that it evoked for me very well was holy terror. And that's very rare in films, I think. I think that also it's definitely a movie to see in the theater because of it opens with that nuclear explosion and like the seats like rumbled from the sound like throughout the theater, and it was like you kind of get the sense of that power, right, of that explosion. And then just the scene, I won't spoil anything, never mind. There are some scenes in there where I was just like, it's haunting.
No, Christopher Nolan always delivers. In my he's just incredible. But yeah, it was a very moving film, and I think it's funny even looking on like social media how just the contrast of Barbie is just like wild to me when you just look at like society and the reflection of culture in that sense. Like on one time we have like the whole marketing with Barbie and how women and blah blah blah, blah and so bright, and then this really serious true story coming out the same day.
Did either of you see the Barbenheimer stuff occurring?
everywhere.
That was interesting. Because like exactly what you're talking about, Britt, kind of the juxtaposition of those two things, they kind of mashed them together, and it was like I saw a movie poster of like Barbenheimer. It showed Barbie like going huh, and like in the background is this pink nuclear explosion, and it's like like it's
the marketing was on point for both those films. I mean, that probably helped both films too. So Britt, we got a comment I think for you.
Dude, yes, I just got
nice. I have one.
Nice.
And we lost
S95.
Okay. So I also have
the filmic
little Sony. Right. And this one is how many megapixels is this one? 6 megapixels.
Wow.
And then it's just been something that we've been having fun collecting and getting my hands on. I have I've never gotten rid of any of my cameras ever.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Wait. So how many cameras do you have then? Wow. Dang.
Oh gosh.
Chris doesn't want her saying.
I mean, my first camera was Minolta Super 101. That was film. Actually, it was Pentax K1000 was my very first film camera. And then I moved to Minolta, and then I went to Canon. But like in the digital era, I had a Rebel, a 20D, 40D, 60D, 5D, 5D M2, and 5. And right now I have a 5D SR. That's my favorite go-to camera. And I can't even go through. I have boxes and boxes and boxes.
And she loves to post a lot of her photos on her Instagram.
I should be posting more. I just don't.
If you guys are watching, I highly recommend go check out her Instagram. She's a super talented artist. You might even see old photographs of me on there. So if you go there, just
one of my first models.
Photograph, please comment down below. Be like, is that Nick? Was his hair really that long?
Actually, and I'll have to send you some pictures, Kyle, too. I have pictures of Nick when he was in college, making There's like mixed
Oh,
media
yeah.
stuff in the garage. We made a video of him doing a time
Made a
lapse.
mess.
Like
Yeah.
we set up a studio in the garage too.
Yeah.
That's
luckily-
awesome.
Yeah, and Nick was be like my
So
model
cool.
and trying to figure out lighting.
That-
I have a lot of modeling pictures of Nick.
That
I don't want to.
patented
I would
Nick
call
energy.
modeling photos. It just I smiled for the
Awesome.
camera.
Yeah,
Allie's more of
It
a
looks the
model
same.
compared to me. Much more modeling photos
You're a
from
model
Allie
too?
than me.
No,
that's
I've
for
only
sure.
seen a few videos of childhood Nick. Remember, Nick, when we were doing that
Yep.
that pilot for that kids
Uh-huh.
show, and
Yep.
it was based
Mhm.
off of you? Yeah. So yes,
Dang,
but I would
the
love to
history-
see more. Actually.
The history we have here. All right, we got a couple more TikToks to go through.
Okay.
So this is fun because
Oh, cool.
Tears of the Kingdom's the new Zelda game, and they made it 8-bit, which I just love this
Big.
stuff so much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the three-headed dragon. If you guys remember from my gameplay that one day, the one I was like,
Hey,
"Stay
that's-
away."
that's a shirt.
That's a shirt. Yeah, but we don't own this artwork. We have to create our own.
Breath of
It
the
is a shirt.
Wild.
Go follow them on TikTok right here. They might have a shirt.
Oh, you know what would be cool? Oh, you're not girls, but or like you're not into makeup, but there's a brand called ColourPop
You don't know
that
what we like
Oh.
and dislike.
that I'm actually wearing today. But I bought it because they had a Naruto line, but they have a Star Wars line for makeup. They have a Harry Potter line. They have an Avatar: Last Airbender. I can't get my hands on because it's been sold out. So
What?
Dang.
yeah,
Huh.
and so, but they buy. I don't know how they're getting the rights for all these things, but they're getting it. They're making like makeup based off of a lot of these rad movies and shows and whatnot. I wish they did a Zelda one. That'd be so cool. But yeah, that's what I wear. I'm wearing Sasuke.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's so awesome. Hey, you know what's so funny? I just started going back and rewatching Avatar: Last Airbender. It's on Netflix, and
I need to do that. I'm going to do that tonight.
Brittany, if you do that, I'm so down to do deep dives. Kyle, you too.
Yes,
If you want to
me
do,
too.
Actually, I wanted to ask you guys: have you guys read any of the comic books after the Avatar series?
No.
just the one where they look for Zuko's mom, which I'm
The
not gonna
search.
spoil.
The Search. Yeah. No, I've read those, and they're they're so good.
Oh.
Like I don't know why they didn't.
I need to order that. Nick, buy
So-
that for me.
The Search is different from when they created Republic City, right?
Yes, that
Okay,
is.
so I've read
yeah.
two. I
What
read
is
two
it
then.
called? So I can write it on my read.
I think it's called The Search.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Literally.
Search is for is the plot for Zuko's mom, and then
If you just look up Avatar comics, they're all. I think
Yeah.
Dark Horse produced them all.
I want to say there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I'm very, 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 very down. Recently, I've just been on the HBO documentary kicks where I watched the
Wow.
Oscar de la Hoya story and then Shaun White, which is kind of
Oh, that's
cool.
intense,
Like,
the
if-
Shaun White
if
one.
you want to watch these documentaries, they are pretty rad. And Winning
Shaun
Time's
White.
back on. Woo!
When he split his upper lip,
You gotta watch it. You
and
gotta
they
watch it.
showed him like pushing his tongue through his upper lip. I was like, this guy is intense. Don't get me wrong. Michael Jordan's amazing. He's the GOAT. These other athletes are incredible, but look at what Shaun White can do. And
Watch the
what
documentary.
he did in skateboarding and snowboarding alone,
Went to the Olympics
physically.
4 times.
physically is just so impressive. Like
Shut
extreme sports don't
No.
get credit like basketball players do. Don't get me wrong, Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I love Kobe Bryant.
What's the name of this documentary again?
Shaun
That
White.
one's called Shaun White.
All right.
HBO.
It's good. It's only 3 episodes. It's not
Yeah.
like The Last Dance where there's like 8 episodes. It's only like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But
Have you
it's his,
watched?
it's his last chance to be in the Olympics.
Yeah. Which
because
the
of his
Olympics are
age
coming
and
to LA in a couple of years. I'm very, very,
Oh,
very,
snap.
very, very excited about that.
So,
Nick, have you watched Winning Time?
yeah, that's the Lakers.
They're
Yeah.
in their second season, and I think it's the coolest
Episode 2.
editing I've ever seen. It's
Huh.
Yeah.
so rad. When
If
you want to
you're
talk
into basketball or if you're into history, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if it's 100% correct with the history, but they do a fun retelling of the Showtime Lakers. So you have Magic Johnson, you have Kareem, you have Warren. No, what's the Jerry Buss? You have Jerry West. You have all the Showtime Lakers, and you have Larry Bird, his rival, and the whole thing like that, and it goes through the whole like story arc of the Showtime. I hope they go all the way up to the Dream Team with Michael Jordan. That
That'd
would be
cool.
so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, if
It's
you're into
the
Laker
best
history,
editing
highly recommend it.
Ever seen on
Editing
a
is
show.
great. Acting
Oh
is
my God.
fantastic. Yeah, it's
Mind blowing.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Huh.
then I have some other
Cover
stuff to
winning time,
watch.
Nick. Let's cover winning time.
We can definitely cover winning time.
Then I can get Chris to probably because he knows sports, so he can
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
truth.
So this is for Kyle, I guess. I mean, it's also for Britt too.
Oh, Elden Ring. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's Monty Python.
No,
Hey,
but
you're catching
yeah, it's
on.
funny. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bid you welcome to your new home. Let us ride to Camelot.
Yes.
Hello!
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring.
Can we come up and have a look?
You think I'm gonna have a look?
I'm not gonna play the whole thing here. Go
That-
check out the artist. I'm just gonna.
That
this
is
guy did an
amazing.
amazing job with the editing. There's
You
also
escaped it,
like
okay.
scenes later on where they have them like fighting and stuff like that, and it's just so great. Like you guys, go check it out. It's so funny.
That
I
is
was
so cool.
laughing my butt off. I've watched it about
That's
20
awesome.
times now, and
Oh, that's
my
that's
gosh, I do
cathartic.
give it a like.
To be honest.
but
Thank
yeah,
God for the internet. I mean, thank God for the Timmy.
just the time that was put into this is just brilliant and amazing. I wish I had this time to do that. Instead, we're
Well, I
here.
mean, you do to just be watching TikTok, and now with all
Whoa, I just been
AI
called out,
editing.
people.
these.
So another fun one I wanted to share was we grew up in a very religious household, I guess to say Christian household, and this is
My God. Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, Nick.
No. It wasn't our household. It was our school that we went to. We weren't allowed to have Pokemon cards at our school because we went to a Christian school because they made this big conspiracy that like all these
Yeah.
Pokemon
Okay,
members
I
made up
think it's
sex.
Brett. I think it's based off of what this guy said. Actually, there's some very interesting.
And it
things.
stands for what? Male fertility. It's supposed to be able to mesmerize and hypnotize its enemies. This character over here is called Mewtwo. Every time that you see Mewtwo, he's in this pose. 3 fingers. It means hail Satan. Cute little one. Everybody go. Oh, come on.
Gemstone.
His tail. It's a lightning bolt. And it's the Satanic Z. The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic.
This.
Anyways,
Dude, that's
this
so
thing-
righteous gemstone status.
No, it's basically
Misty,
righteous.
Look at
gemstone.
this.
But so there's some
He
parts
sounds
I
just
just
like
need to,
him.
you guys need to watch the
Send it to
original
them.
one. But there's a part where
Gotta catch them all. Here's the next character. This is Misty. Look at this.
Look at
If this was actually clear, you'd see that that's a halter top. It stops right there. And she's got short shorts on. She's headstrong and stubborn, constantly arguing with Ash. Typical woman. God forgive me. All right. Jesse,
can't believe
and the other one's called James. And listen to what it says about them. It says, prepare for trouble, make it double. Jesse and James are an evil gang looking to steal rare Pokemon. In the program, they're also prone to cross-dressing.
No. It's actually just a Japanese thing of androgyny within style. That's called
Oh,
fashion.
no.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
And look here, this is Mew over here, M-E-U. He's kind of cute. And this is Mewtwo over here, complete with his satanic salute. And if you notice, that pose is always given with the left hand. 618 children had suffered convulsions, vomiting, irritated
it's so bizarre. The
eyes
crazy
and other
things
symptoms.
about
Nick,
Pokemon.
FYI, have you watched the new Righteous Gemstones?
Oh yeah,
You have? I haven't caught up on that yet. I
such
need
a
to go
good.
back on
It was
to-
such a good season. It was such
The new
a good
one. The new
season.
one's good.
Oh yeah, it's so much
yeah?
better than season 2. Season 2, I was really disappointed.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And then, oh yes, come on, Bros Mo looks like.
I like Richard.
Yeah.
Richard's cool.
Yeah.
But I think Richard Bosco Tech days.
Oh, like you know.
Yeah, I
You
I
know
try
it.
not to out people on the stream, including myself.
I
But
went
yeah.
to summer camp at Don Bosco, and I made
Bernie,
a
stop.
animation.
We don't need to out myself. I don't need people looking me up and finding me that way.
Wait,
I made
what?
an
No.
animation, though, at that
We
summer
talk about
school.
after the stream. But and then I guess we could end on this. I put this in the stream. Francis, on the Discord. Francis really liked it. So since Francis really liked it, this might be a good TikTok to end on today. So. Oh, sorry guys. Did you guys like that last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'd seen snippets of it before somewhere else on Reddit and something. So that was a real treat though.
This is just hilarious. The bloopers that are happening on the news. Oh shoot.
Here's a Black Hawk helicopter, sir. I like to eat candy corn one color at a time. If you're really getting OCD about it. Well, I'm not always a nibbler. I'm kind of a gobbler.
Northwest began serving Peanuts merger partner Atlanta-based Delta Airlines has done for years. Georgia is the top peanut producer.
Aaron, again,
Nancy,
congratulations
someone
on your
get
big
her off
Hooters. The Hoosiers win. You said what? Wow, that was a slip of the tongue. Ready?
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Go.
Your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.
The possible suspect, Rodney Stanger, seen here. Well, this is not Rodney Stanger, obviously.
Doing running, and you're saying it was really good out? It's the
Okay, this one's good.
No, that's not Rodney
You guys are gonna like this one. You guys are gonna like this one.
Perfect texture for running. Very low impact on its dry snow, so your feet don't get wet.
with us. All right, thanks. We've seen a lot of people out here, like you said, running, sledding, just enjoying it. One thing, oops, that can happen.
Louisville police officer D.D. Mangudu. I'm sorry, Mangudu.
Come down the hill.
I have a feeling in my bones this guy's about to get clocked from like a bobsled or some stuff.
It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes out.
Even better.
I gotta follow some of the people that you follow on TikTok, Nick. I just have golf.
That dude
Well,
did a
see,
double front flip.
It's not even the follow. It's just my algorithm.
Your feed? Yeah, I was like, I gotta get on
My
your
feed,
algorithm.
My algorithm is just the best. That's why. I mean, obviously with awesome videos like this, I should like them more. I'm bad with that, but yes, follow us on TikTok. We are on TikTok, by the way. Wow.
I've been wearing the bear shirt a lot more recently.
I noticed that in one of your pictures. I was like, oh.
It's a very comfortable shirt, and I like the bear. I just like the pop of color. I think that's just like right now my go-to shirt.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
Actually,
Actually,
before we end,
just
before we
like
end the stream, we can do a plug. Bernie, thank you.
Yeah. Can I just get a shirt?
What would I do without Britt?
Yeah, I just want a shirt, Nick, with my character and Bombay that Kyle drew.
Oh, that'd be easy to do. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can
We
wear
have the
me
artwork.
on me. I can be me fully.
TheBestNerdyShirts.com, by the way, guys. Kyle helps with a lot of the artwork. We have a lot of fun stuff. We have Bubba the Bear. We have the Nerdy Bear. We have the original Bear, Party Republic. We have our His Dark Materials. We got Raised by Wolves. We have Severance with the Audi. We got Dune posters. We got Dune shirts. We got stickers. You name it, we have it here. And
The list
all
is
thanks
always
to
growing.
a lot of thanks to Kyle. He puts a lot of hard work and time in getting that stuff done. I know Brittany wants to contribute to shirt designs too in the future, so definitely subscribe, check it out. Actually, too, every month we pick a winner. Comment on one of our normal videos. Enter to win at the first Tuesday of every month. Me and Kyle for sure will come on to do a live stream to announce the winner. Brittany may be there, Francis may be there, maybe John will join us one of these days, but we'll definitely all be there to pick a winner and have so much fun with it. It's really a lot of fun, a creative outlet for us to do that. I did have the Willy Wonka trailer on here, but we don't have to cover that today.
The Timothy Chalamet.
And I'm a huge Willy Wonka fan. So I have a lot of outfits based off of Willy Wonka.
What are your thoughts based off the trailer so far?
I would like to see it. I've only seen images.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Hoping when you say that, yeah. I was.
What do you think, Kyle? Kyle, do you have time?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think. I mean,
I like the original, and I love the book. So it's like Doll. When I grow, Ronald Doll. I want to say
Roald Dahl. Yep.
Growing up was like James and the Giant Peach. Like I was one of my
Mhm.
favorite authors as a kid. So like that, and then of course the original movie is you just can't beat that.
I mean, really, it's really tough because like the Johnny Depp one, like that's the thing. I was like,
exactly.
You know, and like with this one, I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I don't know. It's a tough.
Have you heard the theory of what is it? Snowpiercer.
What?
That-
Wait, Snowpiercer and Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Britt.
so
Do you want to say this theory? Yes, go.
I do. Have you seen Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Willy Wonka in the future. It's like it connects all the characters and how they're stuck on the train. You gotta. I'll find the video and send it to you.
So the reason why they're taking kids is because the Oompa Loompas used to work the train, but because all the Oompa Loompas died out, they have to use kids to keep the train running.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then like the way they produce the food and stuff like that too, it's like a crazy invention from Willy Wonka, and like the idea, like the way the train and all that stuff like that, it's all connected. That the guy on the train is Willy Wonka.
And I love
in the future.
Yeah. Okay, but
I
going
love
quickly, I love Oompa Loompas. I love the style of Willy Wonka. All of it's so fun to me.
Just a heads up.
You're just calling it
You
Wonka?
haven't seen this, it's supposed to be a prequel to the Willy Wonka we know, the original Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't. Wow,
Like,
that's
I
awesome.
As an Oompa Loompa, that was one of my favorite costumes to dress up as too, because I think they're so rad.
Are you bummed that they went VFX with it and not like the original?
For the Oompa Loompas?
Yes.
I mean, I would be shocked if they didn't go, CGIing with it.
Is the now maybe could be because of the artifacting and stuff, but like was that Oompa Loompa CG or just like shortened? Like,
No, it's
science.
CG, but
It's CG,
what's his
okay.
name? It's that actor.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant.
Yes, Hugh Grant.
Yes.
That's so funny.
Okay.
So cool. I think it's. I'm really excited for this. I think it's really whimsical. I think that they're going to get a ton of like Harry Potter fans. It kind of reminds me of Tintin. I like all. I like that little section of like English humor and style. So I think it's going to be really cool for Christmas, and that's a cool take. At least they're not just redoing the story again.
Right. That's true.
And they're expanding the world.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cover you, Britt.
Chris Wiz.
Chris Wiz, welcome back. Wonka bar.
For some reason, I read that in Fozzie Bear. I don't know why.
Wonka.
Yeah.
I used to even like the chocolate, the Willy Wonka chocolate that you would still get. It was like in a purple packaging.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find some of that. But definitely looking forward to yes.
That's yeah.
Oh, you heard it here, everyone. 1,000% Wonka canon. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Brittany, you're amazing. And we got one from our good buddy.
Chris. Yeah. Quick question: when will you stop blowing my mind with all these interesting facts?
So he currently has no idea what video I showed earlier.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yep.
We love you, Chris. We love you, Chris.
So it's a good one.
Let's ask him after, not right now, to do Showtime. The
winning time.
Winning time. Well, because they called it Showtime back in the 80s. Like it's Showtime. Like, but they probably don't have the rights because now Showtime's.
What do you mean what was called Showtime?
The whole Lakers basketball in the 80s was called Showtime. That's why. I get confused. It's called Winning Time. They probably don't have the rights to say Showtime.
I want to like the CGI compared to practical with the OJ construction.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be fine. Like, what you really think they're gonna go back to film and do sets?
No, I think he's just talking about the Oompa Loompa. No, I think he's talking about the Oompa Loompa. Because
okay.
Because originally they had little people playing the Oompa Loompas, right?
Yeah.
And so in this one they're going full CG like they did in the Johnny Depp one. So in the Johnny Depp movie they hired one actor and they put him on CG and they moved him everywhere. which is kind of a bummer because it took jobs away from other people that can possibly fill that role too. If you think about it, there's probably not a lot of jobs.
Have you talked about Snow White?
Oh, we talked about Snow White on the last.
That was mentioned, yeah.
On the last stream we talked about Snow White. That's another. They took a lot of other jobs away from them too. So Chris Wiz came back. He has Oompa Loompa. Yep.
You know what?
But
I feel that Hugh Grant is going to
win over the hearts of everyone.
Yes, yeah. He's going to be known for that.
So
as one of his
Hugh Grant, was he the villain in the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Did you watch that?
I did. Yes.
Did you like it?
No.
Okay, I watched it on the plane and I wasn't happy.
It was a great attempt at trying to fit in like Forgotten Realms lore, but I think it missed.
You know, I think the comedy missed too.
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
They wanted to be silly like Monty Python. Like medieval Monty Python silly, but it wasn't landing with the emotional story that they were trying to tell too with the main character. It was just there was a lot of misbeats. I think the only funny part that I laughed at out loud on the plane was when they were questioning the dead body.
Yes. Okay. Yes. See. Yes, that was a very funny moment, actually. Yeah.
Sorry, Brett,
which is very true. Which is very true to speak with dead spell. So. Very good.
Kyle, actually, did you like? I don't know if you guys talked about it, but have you seen Good Omens? Are you a fan of Neil Gaiman?
Yes. Okay. So wait. Have I seen
Omens?
What?
Omens.
No. So I've been recommended that. I need to see it. My girlfriend's seen the first season. She wants to see the second. So
if you catch up, then we can definitely all talk about this. I'm a huge American Gods fan. Like, oh my gosh, it's one of my favorites. But so if we want to ever just go down the Neil Gaiman path,
I'm still doing the Sandman anthology right now.
Oh, that I had to watch twice, but yes, because the first round, there's something about when Netflix produces something, I just have this like.
No, yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Especially when American Gods was done so well, and then to see, but then after just to watch the story aspect of it was pretty exciting. So, but yeah, let me know if you catch up on Good Omens because that would be a fun little chat.
Yeah. So we got some comments.
Nick,
have you guys been watching Futurama? I do not own Hulu. I do not have a Hulu account. Well, we don't need to talk about that publicly, sharing logins. That's all off stream because we do not share logins. I will purchase
you didn't hear
my own.
That whatever you guys heard, that was a trick of the audio, guys.
But I've heard from people that I know who watched it, and I don't want to spoil what I have maybe possibly in the works for future content, but on the Discord, you guys know what I've been talking about, a question I threw out there. But I'm leaving it at that. I'm not going to go any further because just in case it doesn't come to fruition, I don't want to speak in it not happen. But I heard they did a great job picking up where it left off. I remember working on that last episode, so that's really cool to hear.
Nice.
If you haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I heard some good things about Futurama. And then, so we're talking about the guy from the Willy Wonka movie. The person they hired to be he was one of the stunt doubles for Lord of the Rings. He was one of the Hobbits stunt doubles. Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
No shortage of work then. That's good.
This is better than the last movie.
Okay, Chris Wiz, Dungeons and Dragons was better than the last movie.
Chris has a good point because I saw the last one too before that. This latest one is a market improvement. So there's that, I guess. That's consolation.
We love improvements.
They're getting closer.
I know. I was so
Chris
sad
Wiz,
when they canceled
American
it.
Gods was awesome.
I was
I wish they
devastated
didn't
they didn't
cancel that
finish
show.
it.
Yeah. Say that to the Futurama people who have been following along. They get canceled like 3 times.
You know, it's funny.
There's always a chance to come back.
Remembering back about the first, one of the previous writer strikes, then Heroes changed the show, and we were so into Heroes, and then to see the writer strike happen, then we're like,
Hira Nakamura.
Hira Nakamura.
What's also interesting, speaking about they have a chance to come back, I remember on the last Futurama episode of the last season I worked on, the final episode before they rebooted it, there's always like a saying on their opening time, on their slide, and it was "Avenge us," and they've been avenged because they've been picked up by Hulu. writers on that show do such a good job. I mean, the writing is great. The talent's great. That worked on. I'm not just saying that because it was me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just saying that because there are a lot of talented artists that worked on there. I've learned a lot working with them. It was a lot of fun being there at that studio, Rough Draft Studios. I wish them all the best, and I think they got like 23 episodes or something crazy like that. So it's really cool because that's more than Comedy Central gave them, I think.
Do you know if they're using the same? Well, I mean, with the writers' strike, I don't know. Are they still using the same writers?
It's already done. It's already done for the most part.
That's true. I mean, it's already airing, so yeah.
Well, if they look like, from what I've seen for the trailers and stuff, they're using the same thing that we were using. Because even when I was there, they were still using Maya 8 to render.
As far as the technology is concerned,
and stuff for the 3D stuff and the way they send stuff overseas. So they're definitely probably still using the same technology. So it probably looks the same, which is great. Because they were very great with the style they wanted and they had there and the equipment they had, and the show always looked really good.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed at Comic-Con, but the line was too long and it was too hot. Me and Nick just couldn't do it. But yeah,
outside, Kyle, they had a life-size version of the Planet Express building.
I saw the tail fin of that in here. Yeah,
it was really cool. It had like a full thing for like Family Guy, Archer. Who else was it? What was in there?
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Like we stood in line and Nick kind of does this tip, like, Brittany, go see how long the line is.
Yeah, because it was long. We were gonna be there for a while.
It's like hot.
Yikes.
And we're like, why did we leave the AC?
Because you wanted to see the Knights fight. Like, you wanted.
Oh my gosh, Kyle! They had. It's like a medieval knights club where they dress up like medieval knights.
Yep.
Yeah, he has a moth cage. He's been breeding moths.
Friend. Yeah.
Do you like moths?
They escaped his breathing.
I do like moths, though I will say
yeah,
their poop stinks a lot.
Oh, that's why you need a cat.
Yeah. Wait, why?
He just says yeah. I like how you just agree, though. That's good. Always agree with Britt. Always agree with Britt, no matter what she says. Just always say yes.
I don't know if you should do that because I can come up with some strange things. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Nick wanted to watch the LARPing.
No, it wasn't LARP. So basically, they're medieval. They dress like medieval, and they're having a medieval tournament where they were fighting with weapons.
Amazing.
We have a short on our channel, if you go check it out. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I know. Cue Howard Shore music. Yeah, with Gandalf. Kyle is the mom.
What? You're gonna summon eagles. You're gonna bring the eagles.
Eagles are coming. He's telling me. Oh, what's this? He sent the moth to me. It's time to end the stream.
You got him.
Hold on. Kyle, the moth's here. It's time to end the stream, Kyle says. That was a long message all the way from Texas. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. It was so much fun. We try to do a live stream every other Tuesday. We might be doing it on other days depending on. We're thinking about playing games. We want Brittany to play Five Nights at Freddy's. We'll see how that goes. Kyle's been really interested about getting back on gaming too and streaming. So we'll be here answering comments, having fun, playing games. And for sure, every other week on Tuesdays, we want to be doing live streams. And the first Tuesday of every month, we'll be announcing the winners from the comments. We had a winner that already reached out from Spain. Actually, the winner was from Spain, so we're making sure to get everything to him. Freaking awesome! Super excited. We already had a winner from London, which has been really cool. We have winners from all over the states too, so it's been so much fun. Everyone that has submitted their comments. Chris Wiz was actually a winner. He's on today, which was super cool. So you never know who may win. We literally do a random shuffle. Kyle's my witness. We do
I do the drum roll myself.
Yeah, he does the drum roll. I upload the screenshot and we run it, and it's super fun. So thank you everyone so much. Hopefully we'll come on sooner rather than later. If not, we'll watch our videos. We'll be putting clips up of the live stream too. Thank you everyone for all your support and awesome comments, and we'll see you on the next Azart.
Stay classy, y'all.
I don't have